Hi everyone, I'm John Erwin Magno. You can call me Erwin. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer. I've been in the industry for more than 10 years and also I'm a CMDU. So do you know what CMDU means, Yufer?
What is CMDU?
I'm actually a certified Microsoft dad user. Ayan. So may bago na tawag. How about you,
So,
Fer? Can you introduce yourself?
yes. So, dapat ako din certified Microsoft Tito user, di ba?
Pwede.
Yeah. So,
CMDU.
yes. So, my name is Yufer Pason. Like Erwin, I'm also Microsoft certified trainer, and I have been in the industry for 10 years now.
We're in the community ever since we started using Windows operating system. Actually, nag-start yung community in Windows 7, no? But we're still continuing educating people in terms of using the technology, especially Microsoft technology. And with that, believe it or not, Ufer,
Mhm.
we've been doing this for 11 years. So, sakto,
Wow.
Ufer. Ano ba yung pag-uusapan natin for today?
All right. So, pag-uusapan natin for today, we're gonna talk about the latest operating system from Microsoft, which is Windows 11. And we're gonna talk about the 11 things. No? Tingnan natin kung 11, baka pwede pa natin dagdagan. But yes, 11 things that you need to know or what's new with Windows 11. Okay, so let's begin. So, mag-start ako. Let me share my screen. And let me show you now Windows 11. Okay, so this is Windows 11. So as you can see, Windows has evolved. No? Ano ba yung pinakaunang operating system na nagamit mo, Erwin? If
Ako,
I
ang
may
una
ask.
ko nagamit is Windows 95.
Windows 95. I started with Windows 3.1.
Ay, okay, no counting of age
No counting
but
of age ha, but yes, I started Windows 3.1 and then Windows 95 and then count it na, no, hanggang Windows 11. So just to give you a background siguro na, I also helped launch two operating system, Microsoft operating system here in the Philippines, which is Windows 8 and Windows 10. Ayan. So, but right now, we're gonna talk about Windows 11. Yes, wala na po ako sa Microsoft. Already started my own business with my best friend here, Erwin. Okay, so this is Windows 11. As you can see, bagong-bago yung itsura, di ba? So for those people, no, who are just getting their devices right now, so we have a lot of good devices out there in the market, from the traditional laptop to two-in-ones, tablets, hybrids, touchscreen. Nandyan po lahat yung mga yan and bagay na bagay po dyan si Windows 11. So let me show you now. So this is Windows 11. This is the redefined, reimagined start menu. So if nasanay tayo get used to Windows 8.1 and Windows 10 that has live tiles, this time it's a new design for Windows 11 where, the start menu is now front and centered. So let me just tour you on the start menu. So here you have your pinned applications in the start menu. And for you to access all your applications, no, just click on all apps. It's like with the usual Windows where you can click all apps for you to see all your applications there. Now, for example, I want to pin something into my start menu. I can just right click this one, say for example, Paint 3D, and click Pin to Start. Okay, so pagbalik ko po kay Start menu, okay, may Paint 3D is here. So you can do that, no? So kapag nag-pin ka pa ulit, we get another one here, say for example, Adobe Acrobat, Pin Start. So yung mga essentials natin, no, ng mga applications, right? Pag ninyo nakita dyan, magkakaroon ka ng second page here. So this is your start menu. So you have here your, for you to sign in, to sign out. And alam nyo ba na pag nag-lock kayo, just press Windows L, okay, for you to lock your workstation. And here, this is where you can sleep, shut down, or restart. So very, very front and centered. But para dun sa mga, okay, Erwin, nasanay ka na ba sa Windows 11?
actually yun nga yung concern ko, Yufer. Kasi napansin ko nga na nasa center na yung
Mhm.
start menu. Pero kasi ako as an avid user of the start menu, madalas naman talaga nasa left side siya ng screen ko.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
paano siya?
Okay. Dahil hindi ka pa sanay na nasa front or centered yung ating start menu, pwede po natin yan pabalikin. Okay? So, alam ko po marami po talagang a lot of people out there na nasanay na dito nagkiklik ng start menu, okay, dito sa gilid. So, what you can do is just right-click on your taskbar and click on taskbar settings here. And then, go down and just click on taskbar behavior, this one. Okay? And ipapakita natin kung papaano ilagay sa left yung taskbar. So pag click mo yung left, there you go. Nasa left na po yung aking taskbar. Pero sa akin, sanay na ako sa Windows, no? And I can just put it in the center. There you go. So, Erwin?
Wow, thank you so much, Yufer. And thank you for the tip kasi lalo na sa mga teachers and students who are watching this, so at least nakikita nila na pwede siyang i-move dun sa nakasanayan nilang i-access ang start menu. But then again, if you want to go on the new look of the Windows 11 operating system, ayan, I think maganda rin na masanay tayo in the center. So let me share my screen now to show you another improvement na ginawa nila in Windows 11. So, Yufer, have you heard about this feature called Windows Snap?
Yes. Okay, so this is a feature. This feature started in Windows 7, no, the Snap feature. Wherein, mas naging productive ka. Kasi dati, kung gusto mo magkaroon ng side-by-side na application, you actually, kagaya ng ginagawa ni Erwin, nire-resize niya yan isa-isa. But in Windows 7, they introduces Snap wherein you just need to drag it to the left, to the right for you to have that perfect half sa screen. Okay, kagaya ng pinapakita ni Erwin. And it was carried over in Windows 8, it was improved in Windows 10, and it was improved more in Windows 11. So, go Erwin.
Ang dami ng improvement. So, syempre, because a lot of users are using this capability, so the team from Microsoft created this feature called Snap. Okay, so yung snap natin, ang kinaganda sa kanya is when you move your cursor dito sa icon dun sa upper right, yung restore natin, you have different options now to automatically choose kung ano yung snap na gusto mong gawin without actually moving pa yung title bar from left to right. Pipiliin mo na lang kung saan mo siya gusto ilagay. So let's say for example, I want to have a bigger screen or window for my Excel. I can put it here onto the left side. And then onto your right, pwedeng for example, as a teacher, nandiyan yung mga students ko on the right side. So those are the things na pwede mong gawin while using your Windows Snap. And what's really nice here, if you have a bigger screen resolution, is you can snap up to 3 pa. I'm not sure kung kaya ng 4. Let me know, Yufer, kung kaya ng 4. But so far, nakikita ko is 3.
3, yes.
Ayan. So, with that, bakit mo ko ba kailangan magkaroon ng 3 na applications running in one desktop view?
Of course, no. So, if you're a teacher and you want to monitor things, right? And you want to na lahat ng application mo na ginagamit is nandun na sa iyong screen, 'di ba? Lalo na pag meron kang malaking screen, extended monitor. So, I would love to have 3 applications running at the same time na nakikita ko. Say for example, I'm monitoring my students, may ginagawa ko sa Excel. I can actually have 3 or 4 applications at the same time in my screen.
Thank you, Yufer. No? So, ang daming use case no, para maging mas productive ka in using your Windows device. Before I go to the next feature, which is Snap Group, so bago, ito sinasabi kong bago, no? There is this capability ever since ng Windows 7 na Show Desktop. So, paano ba yung Show Desktop? Ang ginagawa ng Show Desktop is meron kang multiple windows na naka-open, pero kung gusto mong i-hide agad ng mabilisan, there are 2 ways for you to do it. First, using your cursor, you move it to the lower right or bottom screen. Ang gagawin mo lang is ile-left click mo lang siya para mag-show yung desktop. Now, if you want to restore, just click again and then babalik siya sa original. Now, minsan kasi ang nangyayari, of course, marami ka ng kinlik, nag-open ka na ng File Explorer, nag-open ka na ng Microsoft Edge, nag-open ka na ng Store, and minsan, gusto mong balikan yung ginawa mong snaps from different sides, no? So, meron ako sa left side, meron ako sa upper, meron ako sa bottom right. So, here, what's really nice about Windows 11 is there's this feature called Snap Group. For you to go back dun sa in-snap mo kanina from different areas of your screen using the Windows Snap feature, gamitin natin yung Snap Group. So, for you to access that Snap Group is just to simply move your mouse and see kung ano yung applications na naka-open dito. So, meron siyang preview dito sa baba. And here, makikita mo may PowerPoint, may Edge, may Excel. So, just simply click on that. This is actually the Snap Group. Pag click mo, automatic, i-restore niya yung mga in-snap mo na window. And that's really productive kasi I don't have to resize everything go back and snap all of these applications from side to side para lang ibalik to dun sa desktop view ko. So,
Yes,
ayan.
no, sobrang helpful niyan sa akin kasi I remember when I do snapping in Windows 10 or Windows 8 before, even Windows 7, isa-isahin ko sila i-snap ulit, no, pag na-minimize ko na sila. So right now, at least here, one click lang, babalik na lahat yung tatlong applications sa aking screen.
Yeah, actually, the good thing dyan, no, especially for the students, when they do research, di ba? Magre-research sila, nagbigay ng survey, gumamit sila ng Microsoft Forms, tapos kailangan nilang i-edit yung data, may PowerPoint presentation sila. So, in terms of creating their research, creating their reports, it's easier for them to access and be more productive in using the desktop applications.
Yes, very useful din yan kung nagka-copy-paste ka ng mga data from application to application, di ba? Naka-side by side na, tatlo, pwede mo pang gawing apat. The next thing that I'm going to show you in Windows 11 is the multiple desktops. The multiple desktops started in Windows 10 and it actually improved in Windows 11. So tignan natin paano ka gumawa ng multiple desktops. Bakit? Bakit kailangan mo ng multiple desktops? So in some reasons no, na gusto mong ihiwalay yung personal stuff mo and work stuff mo or even your school stuff, you can create multiple desktop for that. So paano natin ginagawa yon? So here in Windows 11, so when you hover your mouse here, makikita mo that you have your desktop number 1. This is your main desktop. And what I can do here now is to click new desktop. Okay, so magkakaroon ako ng desktop number 2. So mapapansin nyo, hindi nyo na alam kung nasaan si desktop number 1 or nasaan yung main desktop nyo. The improvement in Windows 11 is you can actually now right-click on the desktop number 2 and click choose background. And let's select this for example. Ayan. So napansin nyo, nagbago na po yung background ng desktop number 2. So once I click back dito sa ating multiple desktop icon, okay, in your taskbar, makikita mo may desktop number 1. Once I hover my mouse, magpapakita yung ating background and magbabago yung background ulit ng desktop number 2. Another improvement in the multiple desktop is you can actually rename your desktop. So click on rename. Say for example, work. I can add this or rename this as personal. Pwede ko rin gawan pa ng pangatlong desktop for my school. Diba? So it's very organized. Okay? So you can organize your application.
Actually, Ufer, no, ako nakita ko na dati yung si Windows desktop or yung virtual desktop, di ba, in Windows 10. But the challenge really is yun nga, tama yung sinabi mo kanina na I need to go back and forth. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung main screen. Kaya sometimes I ended up using one desktop na lang, di ba? And what's really nice here, I can now group it from different desktops and I can see yung different wallpaper na para alam ko na kung yung sa work, ano yung sa personal. As a teacher, ang pwede kong gawin, I can put there, ito ginagawa ko for my research, ito ginagawa ko for my class, or probably my desktop 3 would be more of my personal things, di ba, na kailangan kong gawin using my one laptop. Hindi ko kailangan bumili ng new laptop pa.
Tama. So let me show you now. So here in Windows 11, in my desktop number 1, I can run, say for example, File Explorer. I can open my Excel, right? I can open, say, Paint 3D, halimbawa. Yan. So I have 3 applications running in my desktop number 1. And also, for you to shift, no, para po sa mga gumagamit ng trackpad, no, sa ating mga gumagamit ng laptop, there's actually a gesture for you to shift to desktop na hindi nyo kiniklik. Your 4 fingers, okay, swipe it to the right or to the left. Ayan, so nakalipat na po ako ng desktop. So in my desktop number 2 naman, I will open here OneNote. Okay, I will open here Movies and TV perhaps. I will open here kung gusto kong mag-aral ng tips on Windows 11. Okay? And swipe tayo ulit to the left. Alright? So, nandito ako sa personal. So, I can open here, say, Paint.
You've been showing different applications opening in different virtual desktops. Now, my question here is more of, what if I'm using desktop 1, I have there my Excel, let's say for example, grades, and then another instance in desktop 3 na gumagamit naman ako for research. Is that possible?
Yes, that is possible. So, in Windows 11, no, in your virtual desktops or multiple desktops, you can run multiple instances of your application. Say for example, here in desktop number 1, 'di ba? Makikita mo dito that we are actually running Excel, right? So balik ako sa ating desktop number 3, okay? And open up another Excel instance here. There you go. So pwede. So go back again. Okay, tignan natin. So you have Excel here and you also have your Excel on your third desktop. Okay? There's another trick that I want to show you. If in case gusto mong ilipat yung application sa desktop number 1 or from desktop number 1 to desktop number 3, vice versa, what you can do is click on this multiple desktop icon here. And then, pumunta ka dun sa desktop kung saan mo gustong lipatan or something. Click that again. And then I can just drag this application, say, into desktop number 1. Okay, so as you can see, nawala na siya sa desktop number 2 at nandito na siya sa ating desktop number 1. There you
Wow.
go.
That's really nice, no? Para if ever, if I need to multitask and then move from one window to another window, kasi nag-transition na yung ginagawa ko, no? From one virtual desktop to another virtual desktop. So, pwede ko siya i-transition na ganyan in different virtual desktops. Let's talk about Microsoft Teams. So, most of the time when we communicate and collaborate with different people, ang ginagawa natin is most of the time we use different applications for that. But what's really nice about Windows 11 is they created this application built in your Windows 11 called Microsoft Teams.
Wow.
So you have two flavors of Microsoft Teams. Probably naririnig nyo na siya before, but there is the consumer side at the same time meron din for education. So the consumer side, ang difference lang between the two, let me just quickly show you ano itsura niya. If pag nakita mo yung white na logo or white na background dun sa letter T, that's actually the consumer. And then another is you have the Teams na for commercial, so or for education. So yan po yung difference between the two. Now, ang built-in po na application in your Windows 11 is this. So the way you communicate with your family, with your friends, 'di ba? So pwede nyo gamitin tong si Microsoft Teams. And once you click on that, it would ask you to sign in if you have an account already. If not, you have to create an account. So just follow the steps in accessing this, and then at the same time, you will have this view. And this is the Microsoft Teams Consumer Edition. So from here, I can now start chatting. I can create a meet now, or I can invite people that I know. So for me to invite someone, let me just try. Oh, there you go. Someone just chatted me. So it's actually Yufer Passion, my best friend. So the moment na mag-chat si Yufer sa akin, I have the option also to block or accept. So in terms of security, at least hindi ka i-chat ng kung sino-sino. So from here, I know Yufer, he's my best friend, and he told me na he's gonna add me in Microsoft Teams. So I'll just simply click on accept. And then we can start now doing some conversations here. So hi Yufer. And then, syempre ngayon, the way we communicate, para mas maganda yung dating, I can add GIFs, diba? Or GIF. So if I click here, sabihin ko lang, let's say it's you first birthday. So, a happy birthday.
Uy, matagal pa birthday ko.
Advance na, di ba?
Advance.
So, yes, of course. I can now enter this. So, meron na akong GIF. So, the way we communicate dati through emails, etc., etc., it's a fast communication wherein I can also collaborate with you for, no? May mga file section dyan. I can set up a calendar if I want to. So ito po yung itsura ng ating Microsoft Teams. And if I want to access all of my contacts, there's a Windows shortcut then in Windows 11. So you just simply press Windows key and then press letter C. So from here, automatic nakikita ko agad na nandito si Ufer. What's really nice there, since shortcut key siya, I can simply create a voice call or video call with Ufer. So that's faster than opening Microsoft Teams and then hahanapin ko pa nasan si Ufer. So from here, pwede mo na siyang gawin right there and there. Now, this is the consumer edition. Let's say, for example, you're from the commercial side. Let's say specifically for education. I have here Microsoft Teams installed. So you just have to download it. You just search it from the web. And then from there, ito po yung itsura niya. So, mas marami siyang options or mas marami siyang features na gagamitin because this is catered specifically for the education space. Like for example, ano ba importante sa mga classroom viewer?
Assignment,
Yan.
quiz.
Quiz, di ba? Yan, yung mga files. The way na yung teacher is nagmamanage ng classrooms, yung mga insights. So those are just samples na wala sa consumer edition. What's really nice here, if you have your Office 365 or M365 for education, ito po ay kasama dun sa license nyo. So let's say for example, I have here my assignment, and here I can simply ask my student, let's say, read this passage or read this text if I want to. So let me just type it here. I can attach it, and there is this feature called reading progress. So this is one cool feature na built in dun sa Microsoft Teams for education. Now, just in case you have a text na pwede nang basahin ng mga students nyo, you can use upload Word or PDF. But if not, you can click on Browse Sample Library. And what's really nice here is you have different passages from different grade levels. So dito, ang kinaganda sa kanya, let's say I'm on grade 3, and these are the available texts or passages na pwede kong basahin. I can check if it's a fiction or non-fiction. I can preview it if I want to. If I click that, nandyan na po siya. I can go back if I want to check, let's say, famous scientists. And makikita mo rin dyan in terms of the lexile level. So ito yung level of reading ng mga estudyante. So kung ikaw hindi mo alam kung ano yung lexile level in terms of progress ng isang bata sa pagbasa, you can use this as a basis. And what's really nice here is even the number of words na pwede nilang basahin in the passage. So from here, I can select, and then I'll click on the select button. It will go on full screen. Now, you have the option to check the student's view. You can allow your access to your device. So if you have your video for your student, makikita nila dyan, and then they can simply start. So let me just exit student view, and you can change it from the number of attempts. Pwedeng unlimited, pwedeng 3 para makita mo lang talaga yung level, kasi the students can do it na from time to time. And there is also a time limit. Kasi minsan baka abutin siya ng mga more than 5 minutes to read, pero technically kailangan lang basahin in 2 minutes. So you as a teacher has the capability to edit this option. And you have also the option to require a video. Why? Kasi let's say for example, nakikita mo on the facial expression, nahihirapan siya basahin yung isang text or isang word, makikita mo na agad, and you can mark it na parang, okay, I think kailangan ko siyang tulungan dito. Just to show you a preview or an image of how it looks like pag nabasa ng mga students, and you as a teacher, automatic makikita mo na yung ginawa ni Microsoft Teams. The cool thing here in Microsoft Teams is meron siyang AI capability or artificial intelligence. Ang ginagawa niyan is technically, dinidetect niya na yung mga words na na-mispronounce, na-omit, na self-correct, nag-insert, or nag-repeat. So that ikaw sa teacher, you don't have to do it one by one. So ikaw ba, Yufer, naalala mo ba nung may doing recitation, papabasa sa'yo, minsan ba
Yes.
na-check pa yung mga na-mispronounce mo,
Yes,
ganyan?
this is really game changer, no, in the subject reading, no. Sa English, usually sa English yung ginagawa, yung reading. And I remember, isa-isa kami noon na pinapabasa ng teacher ko. But right now, since pandemic, 'di ba, remote learning tayo, ganyan, mahirap 'yon. And reading progress is actually, a game changer when it comes to the teacher teaching reading to their students.
Nice. Thank you, Yufer. No, actually, kung tatanungin nyo, okay, so may AI capability siya. Ako ba as a teacher, pwede ko siyang i-mark? Ako mismo maglalagay na mispronounce. Kasi, let's say for example, yung affect, medyo hindi ko napansin na hindi nabasa ng AI. So you can actually override and then just right-click dun sa word, and you have these options then. And the power of this is, imagine if you're handling multiple students in one class and check yung reading progress nila. Dati ginagawa natin yan one by one. And we know for a fact that teachers are doing a lot of stuff in terms of reports, in terms of the grades, in terms of the preparation for their class. So dito, using the technology, it can aid you to help them understand where the student is coming from. And 'di ba may mga students diyan, Ufer, like me, during my student days. Hindi ko na sasabihin kung kailan. So, dati nahihiya ako magbasa. Why? Kasi ayoko yung pagtatawanan ako ng mga kapwa ko classmates kasi 'pag namali lang ako ng basa or hindi ko mabasa, maja-judge ako. And here, I can do it multiple times para yung kailangan ko enhance ng mga words, makikita ko na in terms of ano yung mga mispronounce, na omit, and the teacher can actually give me those insights already. And take note, no, this Microsoft Teams na reading progress is free as part of your Office 365 na for education. Ayan po.
So next na pag-uusapan natin is how are you going to focus in your Windows 11, no? Using ano pa naman 'to? Ayan. So yan na nga yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, 'di ba? Lagi may nagcha-chat, naiistorbo tayo, may tumawag and everything, notifications. Kailangan mong i-turn off yan for you to focus. Kasi say for example, we're having a meeting, nag-aaral tayo, 'di ba? Tapos you have a lot of notifications out there. So nakakaistorbo siya, 'di ba? And may sound yan, ha. Yan. So naririnig nyo, kung may notification, okay, always may sound yan. So aside from may gumaganyan sa screen mo, okay, meron ding sound ka naririnig, right? So what you can do now, okay, is turn on Focus Assist. So as you can see here, pag-click nyo po dito sa ating notification icon here, makikita nyo may, depende dun sa notification na dumating, you have 1, 2, 3 notifications. So pag click nyo po yan, it will show you the notifications area. Or if you can just press Windows key and your N for you to launch the notification area. So you will see here all the notifications na dumating sa inyong computer, okay, while you are doing things or doing productive things. So what I can do now is you can actually turn on Focus Assist. So some of you, hindi nyo masyadong ginagamit to or hindi nyo alam paano i-turn on. So here, just click on the Focus Assist settings. So click natin yan and then it will launch your, ayan na nga, 'di ba? Si Kambal, iniistorbo ako nung iniistorbo. So I can actually click on priority only and or click on alarms only. So pag alarms only, yung mga nakaset na alarms po natin, yun lang po yung pwedeng makapasok or makaistorbo dun sa ating focusing. Okay? Or pag priority only naman, you can actually customize your priority list. Ano ba yung mga application na pwede lang pumasok? Okay? So here, by default, here are some of the applications. So I can actually add an application, say, Microsoft Teams, di ba? I can even add contacts. Say, for example, dahil wala akong contact, so let me launch my people application here. Okay. So pag may mga contacts ka dito, you can just select the contacts. Unfortunately, wala akong mapapakitang contacts dito because this is a new account. Okay. But yes, you can include several contacts here na pag tumawag sila using Microsoft Teams and all, they can actually break through. Okay. Sila lang, exclusive. So as you can see now, nag-chat na po na nag-chat si Erwin, wala na pong dumarating na notification. Bakit? Tignan natin. Okay, let me click this. Okay, so nandyan po lahat. So as you can see, hindi na po nangiistorbo si Erwin. Ayan, so nakita nyo naman, di ba? Okay, nagbabago yung chat niya dito, pero wala na po yung notification na lumalabas dun sa lower portion ng aking screen. Okay, so that is your Windows notification and Focus Assist. Okay?
So you first showed you notifications and Focus Assist. Let me share you Action Center. So for you to access Action Center, there's a keyboard shortcut. So the way you press into your keyboard, just press Windows and then press letter A. And makikita nyo dito, ito yung redesigned na itsura na notification area, pero technically the action center kasi gives you the capability to modify yung mga most of the things or settings na ginagawa mo into your computer, such as connecting to the internet, connecting via Bluetooth, or ito na-miss ko, if I'm going to the airplane or 'di ba, pupunta ako sa isang airport, I can go on airplane mode. And even dun sa nagsisave ng battery, if you're outside, you can use battery saver to yung alarms mo. And at the same time, very inclusive, no, si Microsoft in terms of doing accessibility action center na icon. So here, there are a lot of options for you to do, even the volume, but just in case you want to edit the view, you want to add or delete some icons, what you can do is to press here on the pencil icon. And then from here, you can click on add and choose kung ano yung magagamit mo, such as cast. So gusto mo mag-project from a device to here. And then at the same time, yung keyboard layout. So sa akin, important sa akin ng mobile hotspot. So I can put it here if I want to. I can add more options like nearby sharing. Kung gusto ko mabilisan lang mag-share from one device to another, or probably using my phone up to my desktop computer. And I also have my option to do night light, lalo na yung mga nagbabasa or nagwo-work at night tapos minsan very dim yung lights. So para hindi masakit sa mata, you can actually enable night light. And lastly is I can also use yung project icon. Ano ba tong project icon? So dahil nga ngayon nagwo-work from home tayo, yung iba meron ng mga multiple screens. Dati ang ginagawa natin is for you to access yung project is you press Windows and letter P. Pero just in case hindi mo alam, or let's say for example naka-tablet ka at wala yung keyboard mo and you want to have that keyboard or shortcut dun sa Action Center, you can select project and then from there just click on done. Now, what's really nice here is lahat na po yung mga kailangan mo when you connect, like night light, 'di ba? So magdidim yung lights ko in terms of my screen, and at the same time if I want to project, okay, so nandiyan na po yung PC screen, duplicate, extend, or second screen only. So nandiyan na po yung mga options mo, whether you're using a keyboard, may laptop ka, may desktop computer, or without a keyboard, you can use the Action Center. Now, Ufer, I have a question. Let's say I'm using a Windows tablet and I
Yes.
want to access the Action Center. How do I do it? How do I access it if I'm using a touchscreen device at walang keyboard?
Well, in Windows 8, no, usually we swipe our finger from left to right before. No, so tignan natin. Ganun pa rin naman siya. So you swipe your finger from right to left from right to left dun sa edge ng iyong screen. Okay, because I'm using a touchscreen right now, though. So you can just swipe your finger from the edge of your screen, no, right to left for you to show your notification icons. All right. So the next thing na ipapakita ko sa inyo is the widgets. Okay, this is something new in Windows 11, but widgets not actually new. It's available on phones, on tablets. And just to give you an idea, mag-history ulit tayo. The widget started in Windows 7. Nawala
Oh,
kay Windows 8, nawala kay Windows 10, but binalik nila sa Windows 11. But it's quite different now, no? So widgets kasi dati sa Windows 7 is it's an individual widgets that you can rearrange it and put it on your screen. But right now, when you want to access the widgets, okay, it's actually on your taskbar. Okay? Ito po yung icon na yon. All right? So the widgets, okay, makikita niyo dito the weather, this is really fully customizable, no? So makikita niyo lahat yan depending on the interest that you wanted or you want to see it here. Okay, just click on your settings icon here. So notice no, naka-connect po yung aking email. So kailangan po for you to use the widgets, better for you to connect your email because I can actually include my Outlook calendar here. I can include my to-do here and even the family safety, which is pag-uusapan natin mamaya. So once done, just click on close and then you can now see your new widgets here. So I can see here that I have a Windows 11 recording in my calendar. I can even rearrange this, right? So I can put it here. Say, for example, very important to me is my to-do, right? So I can add my task here, for example. Okay, so makikita nyo dyan, add task, say, for example, find a good resto. So you can add your task here in the widgets. Okay, that's Microsoft To Do. So it's connected in widgets. And by the way, Microsoft To Do is also available in the Microsoft Store na pag-uusapan natin mamaya.
Wow,
Right? So,
Yufer, I like
yes.
yung pinakita mo yung Outlook calendar and to do in the widgets, no? Ako as a teacher, important sa akin yung a calendar of activities ko on a weekly basis or a daily basis. At the same time, on the left side, me doing a checklist, di ba? May checklist manifesto ako na ginagawa. So at least in just using the widgets, pwede kong puntahan agad yung calendar ko at saka yung to-do ko.
Right. Diba? So I think it's very useful. You can even search the web here, for example, Microsoft. Okay, enter, and then it will automatically go to your browser. Okay, so widgets is, say, this is a shortcut for your favorites, kumbaga, diba? So you can add so much applications here in your widgets, no? So more to come. Okay, this is, alam niyo naman si Microsoft, they always develop their application. So mas marami pong widgets na pwede nating ilagay dito soon.
Now, of course, you have your Windows 11 device, you have your Windows 11 operating system. The biggest question most of the time, the teachers or students or end users are wondering, if I buy a Windows device, do I have security? Lalo na ngayon na we're living in a virtual world, di ba? Ngayon, virtual kasi remote. How do I ensure na safe ako in terms of viruses or let's say yung mga malwares, ganyan. So, ang challenge natin dyan is if I bought a device, am I secured na agad? So, the good thing here in Windows 11 is that there is a built-in security software or antivirus that you have. So, dati in Windows 10, it's called Defender. Now, Microsoft rebranded it as Windows Security. So, if I type here Windows Security, there you go. There's an app already in place. So, if you're gusto mo muna na gusto mo ma-ensure na safe ka on the first level, you can actually do that. Pero if you plan to have a separate antivirus, it's okay. But again, you have this option when you have your Windows 11 already secured ka na in terms of your device. So from here, virus protection, account protection, firewall and network protection. So there are a lot of things in terms of the security, and we can go deep dive as we go along dito sa series natin. And let's say for example, meron din tayong mga family options. Nandito yung, dati so actually, Ufer, di ba? Windows 7 meron na dito. So technically, itong family options mo na ginagawa, you do it on a local device or isang device. Now, because of the proliferation of multiple devices wherein you have your desktop computer, you have your laptop, probably you have your smartphones. So yun yung question na gusto mo ma-ensure na safe din. Ako as a parent, I want my kids to be safe if they're accessing their devices using their smartphone. Ito, yung family options, saves you or guards your kids using the same device. The cool thing here is, kanina, you first showed you the widget na family safety. So, since wala pa sa screen ko, I'll just click on add widget and add family safety. What's really nice about family safety is that if I add it here in my widget, and naka-sync na yung account ko from here, nandito na yung mga shortcuts ko in terms of accessing ko sino yung mga family members na kasama dito sa family safety. And let's say for example, if you don't know ano ba yung meron dyan sa family safety, why do I need to use this application? So if I click on learn more, automatic it would show me this website. Magla-log in yan using your account. Nandito yung John Irwin, I'm the Papa Bear. So if I want to add a family member, I can do so just entering their phone number or email address. So what's really nice here in terms of the features and capabilities, nakita nyo may phone number, no? So let's say I'm using an Android or I'm using an iOS, I can install family safety from there, and then I can see in terms of activities. So for example, gaano katagal nila ginagamit yung device, ano yung mga applications na naka-open, or let's say for example, I want to check nasa na ba. Let's say going back dun sa scenario natin na meron na tayong face-to-face na classes, you can click on find your family and check nasa na ba siya. As long as he or she is connected to the internet, makikita niya kung saan yung location niya, where he or she is accessing the device. You also have the screen time. So, syempre gusto naman natin na aside from ginagamit nila yung smartphone, na meron yung mga students natin or kids natin, gusto din natin ma-manage kung gaano katagal nila i-access. Kasi very important din na may screen time because ang challenge kasi yung eye strain, it's possible kasi na mangyari na as early as the moment na yung students or yung kids is accessing their mobile device. So mapapansin nyo yung iba, lumalabo na yung mga mata as early as age 6, age 7, etc. etc. So here, you can allot a screen time. And please take note, when you do that, you have to talk to your kids about it. Kasi pag in-enforce mo agad na may screen time ka, feel nila there's a punishment in place. So better po when you do that, you have to tell them, okay, I'm gonna set a allotted time for this for you to use the app so that you can do some other things pa. So pwede nyo po siyang gawin in terms of educating your kids or your students about the screen time. Bakit makailangan yan? So,
Yes.
yes, Yufer.
Yeah, so actually this is very useful, no? So sa isang household, for example, kasi hindi naman tayo lahat fortunate to have one device per family member, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes it's actually shared. Sometimes a desktop computer is actually shared at home. So one thing na nakikita ko a scenario is may mga kanya-kanyang screen time yung mga anak natin. So say for example, in this time, 2 oras
Si Kuya.
si kuya, 2 oras si ate, 2 oras si bunso, ganun. So you can actually do that, no, in by setting their screen time para at least walang agawan, 'di ba? Walang mag-aaway, right? So this is a very very nice tool to manage the family actually.
Actually, no, come to think of it, no, na parang they're practicing this screen time, pero in real world scenario, when in the future, when they work, meron tayong terminology na project management and you're actually helping them to understand the importance of time already as early as now. Diba? So, yun po yung kinaganda about this family safety. And there are a lot more. Like, for example, you want to choose ano yung mga content na i-access from different age level. Kasi sometimes in a household, meron kang age 7, may 12. Ano ba yung mga applications and yung mga sites na applicable na pwede na lang i-access? Or probably you want to have a family email or calendar so that when you plan, lalo na kung extended family na, so pwede kayong magkaroon ng family calendar para hindi sila nabibigla na, oh, meron palang reunion, ba't hindi ko alam? So everyone is informed. And also, we also have this family OneNote. Again, OneNote is part of the Office application family wherein lahat ng mga note-taking na ginagawa mo dati sa physical notebook, ngayon pwede nyo po gawin na digital na lahat po kayo may access on that. And there are a lot of things that you can do inside the family safety. So we encourage everyone to explore this application. Let's talk about Windows dictation and auto punctuation. We know for a fact that there are features in using your device na merong mga dictation, but in terms of Windows 11, they enhance and improve it. So in terms of accessibility, if I don't have a keyboard and I want to use my voice to command or type, there's actually a keyboard shortcut for your Windows dictation. So for you to do that, you just have to press Windows and then press letter H. So automatic, at the center, makikita nyo na there is this mini toolbar that you can change the settings. So in terms of voice typing launcher, ang ginagawa niyan when you enable that, if ever na may ma-detect siya na may mga text box na pwede kang mag-type, automatic pag in-enter mo na yung Windows dictation, pwede na siya agad magbigay ng command. Whether you're using Word or you're using Notepad or even your browser, you can actually do that. Another great thing sa kanya in terms of the improvement is the auto punctuation. So, dati kasi merong mga dictation tools na sasabihin mo lang but there are punctuation marks na pwede mong gustong gawin in ita-type. So, minsan ginagawa ko pa dyan, Ufer, is
Mhm.
tina-type ko pa siya manually. So, pagka-dictate ko, babalikan ko, saan nga pala yung punctuation ko dito, but I can actually do that here inside the Windows dictation. So, let me just enable that. And then the next thing that I need to do is to enable the dictation. So let me just open a notepad for this scenario. And then again, I'll just press Windows H. So now that I've opened Notepad, I can start telling all of the words, all of the sentences that I'm sharing or I'm dictating right now without lifting my fingers and typing it in my keyboard. Wow, this is really great. How are you? Amazing. Okay, so let me just increase the text so that everyone can read it. There we go. So everything that I've dictated using Windows dictation, automatically nade-detect niya kung ano yung mga pauses ko, like for example, yung mga commas, or let's say nag-period ako in terms of the sentence, and even yung mga question marks, like you ask a question, automatic naglalagay siya ng question mark. And this is just step one, or this is just part of the AI capability of your Windows 11.
Yeah. And hindi po ito pang tamad, pero parang gano'n, no? But this is actually for you to be more productive, no? Rather than you will write it or type it, di ba? Pwede mo siyang gamitin for you to, dictate your research paper, for example, for your diary, your logs. You can dictate now in Windows 11, right? Rather than typing it. Mas mabilis po kasing magsalita kesa mag-type, di ba?
Yeah, actually, Ufer, baka yung iba nagtatanong, in terms of the settings ba, ang question dyan is, pag Tagalog ba is naintindihan niya?
So, right now, hindi pa. But the AI will try its very best, no, to interpret or interpolate your words pag Tagalog. Pero, iba yung word na lalabas.
So, Ufer, with all of the applications na pinakita mo, I'm very excited. Like, you use Messenger kanina, you have different applications, or you have widgets, etc., etc. Siguro my question here is, I want to have more applications inside my desktop or my Windows operating system.
Okay. So, with that, no, let me show you lang. If you want to have some more applications, some of the usual applications na ginagamit natin, it's actually available in your Microsoft Store. So, this is your Microsoft Store. It's redesigned. Okay? But the thing is, for you to get more of your applications, no, you need to connect your Microsoft account. So kung wala pa po kayong Microsoft account, please go on to hotmail.com or live.com or outlook.com for you to create one and sign in, okay, in your Windows Store. Okay, very, very important yun. So you can download applications. Like with other platform, no? Pag may phone ka, di ba, you have your iOS or Android, you need an email address for you to download your application. Same as true. So here, I have here my applications, di ba? So mag-tour lang tayo ng konti. You have your top free apps, essential applications, o TikTok, nandito na. And there's also a news, no, soon, Microsoft will port in, okay, Android applications in Windows, di ba? So,
Wow!
di ba? So, yung mga
That's really
favorite
nice.
applications nyo, games and everything, so makikita nyo lahat dyan. So, even your Adobe Acrobat Reader, andito na siya. Your Lightroom, di ba? Which is very, very good editing tool. You have here your gaming para sa mga mahilig po na maglaro. Okay, so marami po ditong mga applications that you can download for free. Okay, racing game. Even Minecraft is here as well, though. You have your movies and TV as well. Though, so marami ka pong mada-download or mari-rent or mabibiling movies and series here. Okay, and also, say for example, you transfer to a new computer. Bumili ka ng bagong laptop, ganyan. So for you to reinstall all your applications, for example, naayos mo na lahat dun sa lumang laptop mo, you actually have your library here. So click on the library and then you can see yung mga previous applications mo na naka-install dito sa dun sa lumang computer mo. Okay, and then you can just reinstall it here. Okay, so
So
yan.
without me looking from the store one by one, ulit-ulitin ko na lang.
Yes, ulit-ulitin mo sa search, no? So my library, I can just browse it here and then makikita mo even say Facebook, 'di ba? Nandiyan lahat. Okay, so you can, re-download and reinstall it here from your library. So naka-classify yan sa apps, games, movies and TV. It's all here into your
Wow.
Windows Store.
Ufer, ang daming mga applications na pwede i-download. So, syempre, as a teacher or a student, interested ako, or also as a parent, interested ako to know applications that is ready for education. So, yung mga matututo naman yung mga kids, not just playing, di ba? So,
Right.
but at the same time, learning at the same time using the
Yes.
device.
Yes, so long as you know the name of the application. For example, no, favorite na favorite ng mga teacher natin ngayon yung Kahoot. Okay? And Kahoot is actually here. So if you want to create a game, a quiz in Kahoot, pwede mo pong i-download dyan sa Windows Store. And there are a lot of applications you can download in the Windows Store. Hundreds of thousands of applications. Hindi ko pwedeng sabihin millions. But yes, they have thousands of applications that you can download from the Microsoft Store. Hindi na pala siya Windows Store. Nag-umpisa yan as Windows Store sa Windows 8. Okay, and now we are calling it as the Microsoft Store because it actually unifies everything from your Xbox, from your Windows OS, 'di ba? From your phones, it's Microsoft Store. There you go.
Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in with us, learning about Windows 11 and some 11 tips that we can start using your operating system. So with that, I'm Erwin. Together with me is my best friend.
Ufer, maraming salamat po sa pagstay sa amin and I hope na marami po kayong natutunan. Bye everyone!
Bye.